Hello and welcome to the ICSE 8 Maths tutorial. This is part 2. In part 1, we have discussed some important points. I think some 8 points we discussed. What happens when we add on both the sides, what happens when we subtract, what happens when we multiply, what happens when we multiply with the negative quantity, with the negative number, etc., that we have seen. This is part 2. Now here we are going to talk about replacement set and also the I'll solve at least one question I'll solve to show you how to simplify, how to write down the solution set, and then how to represent the solution set on the number line, R. Okay, so इससे पहले कि शुरू किया जाए एक शायर की कुछ लाइन्स आपको सुनाता हूँ. देखिए शायर की क्या राय है मेहनती लोगों के बारे में, जो लोग सख्त मेहनत करते हैं, चाहे वो पढ़ाई में हो, वो खेती में हो, वो साइंस में हो, वो और किसी सब्जेक्ट में हो. मेहनती लोगों के बारे में शायर की राय क्या है वो ज़रा देखें. कोई भी फील्ड हो, किसी भी फील्ड में अगर आदमी मेहनत कर रहा है तो शायर के मुताबिक वो कैसे लोग हैं. जैसे कि अभी हम मोबाइल फ़ोन का यूज़ करते हैं, बहुत सारे इन्वेंशंस हैं, लोगों ने दिन रात मेहनत करके इन चीज़ों को हमें दिया है. तो वो कैसे लोग थे, कितने मेहनती लोग थे. या तो शायर की क्या राय है, शायर क्या कहता है ऐसे मेहनती लोगों के बारे में, जरा गौर फरमाएं. शायर कहता है, नहीं लेते दम एकदम बेसबब वो, नहीं लेते दम एकदम बेसबब वो, बहुत जाग लेते हैं सोते हैं तब वो. नहीं लेते दम एकदम बेसबब वो, बहुत जाग लेते हैं सोते हैं तब वो थकते हैं और चैन पाती है दुनिया, कमाते हैं वो और खाती है दुनिया. Okay, now let's come to the point. The topic continues, linear inequalities, part 2. Replacement set I have written, and the set also I have written. This is the question from your exercise, and question I am showing you on the screen. Please look at the screen. Okay, the inequation is 3x minus 1 whole divided by 2 is less than 2. The question is, the replacement set is given, the inequation is given, you solve the inequation, that means you get the values of x, write down the solution set, and then represent the solution set on the number line. That is the question. You can once again read. Okay. Now, replacement set, you want definition? Okay, wait. I'm explaining to you, and then you'll see that you will be able to define the replacement set. It's not difficult. Please try to understand. So first, I'm not giving you the definition. I'm not giving you the definition. You please listen to me, see how I'm solving, what I'm doing, and then I'll ask you, now you tell me what is the meaning of replacement set or what is replacement set. Okay, fine. Here it is given, replacement set is given. But why, what is replacement set? Why are we calling this replacement set, and what is the significance? So that this is the inequation. We want to get rid of the denominator. We don't want to. So what we do in part 1, I told you we can multiply both sides of the inequation by a positive number, and if we do that, the inequality remains unchanged. Less than will remain less than. So that's what we are doing. I am multiplying both sides by 2. Do you know why I am multiplying by 2? Because I want to get rid of this 2. Okay, so if I multiply here by 2, then this 2 and this 2, they cancel each other, and then you will get an expression which is free from the denominator. Alright, so we can get rid of the denominator. So and only one side we can't multiply. So if we are multiplying, we have to multiply on both the sides. So we are multiplying on both the sides, and because we are multiplying by positive 2, positive number, both the sides, the inequality less than will remain less than. Yeah, this we have seen in part 1. Okay, so we are multiplying both sides by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2. Okay, now this 2 and this 2 cancels each other, and we are left with 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, less than as it is, and here 2 2s are 4. Okay. Now we transpose. Yeah, like terms we take together, 3x alone, and this 1 will go with 4, like terms, constant. So minus 1 is transposed from left side to the right side. Alright, so 3x as it is, 4 as it is, minus 1 is coming from, it is transposed from left side to the right side. So minus 1 is becoming plus 1. Okay. Now 4 plus 1 is 5, 3x as it is. Okay. Now 3x is less than 5, therefore x is less than 5 upon 3. So here we are dividing by a positive number. We are dividing by a positive number, so whether we multiply or we divide, if we are doing this by a positive number, then the inequality remains the same, it doesn't change. So here we are dividing by a positive number, and that number is 3. So by 3 we are dividing both sides. So 3x upon 3, 3x upon 3, and 5 upon 3. So 5 upon 3 here, and 3x upon 3, 3 cancel, you get x. Either you understand like this, or you treat this is less than, you treat like sign of equality. So when you have 3x is equal to 5, you write x is equal to 5 upon 3. 5 upon 3. The only thing that you need to keep in your mind is, if it is negative, then also it will come here. Suppose minus 3x is less than 5, so then you can write down x is less x, then 5 upon minus 3. The only thing is, now it will not be less than, it will be greater than. Sign will change, the inequality is reversed, because you are dividing, you are taking minus 3 down. Alright, so this you can treat as sign of equality. Like in equations, no, we take 3x is equal to 5, so x is equal to 5 upon 3. Right, but you see, if 3 is positive, less than will remain less than. If this 3 is negative, then here it is less than, but here it will be greater than. Alright, here if it is less than or equal to, then here it will become greater than or equal to. Fine. So see part 1. Part 1. There I have explained everything in detail. Now, there I told you that we should not write down in improper fraction, it should be written down in mixed fraction. And there, if you watch, I told you that you can write down in mixed fraction, you can write down in decimal fraction, but decimal fraction, in decimal you don't write if it is a recurring decimal. So here we are going to get a recurring decimal. See, 3 6 are 18, 2 again 0, 3 6 are 18, so 1.666 like that you are going to get. So please don't write down in decimal. Keep it like this, 1 2 upon 3, right? 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5 upon 3. 5 upon 3 we can write down 1 2 upon 3. So x is less than 1 2 upon 3. Alright, we solved the equation and we got this. Sometimes directly you will be given this and you will be asked to write down the values of x. That also I will tell you. They are the easy questions. we are doing a difficult question. Alright, so if you understand this, that means you understand the entire chapter, entire exercise. Alright, the whole exercise. Fine. Now, you have to take all those values of x which are less than 1, 2 upon 3. Alright. Roughly 1, 2 upon 3 is, can we say 1.6? Right? Approximately 1.666. Alright? Roughly. So x is less than 1, 2 upon 3. That means x is less than 1.6 something, right? So we have to take all those values of x which are less than 1.6, 1.66. Fine? Okay. Now, we have to take all those values of x which are less than 1.6 roughly, because 1, 2 upon 3 is almost 1.6, at least one, more than 1 and less than 2. Fine. So all those values which are less than 1, 2 upon 3 we will take. Alright, all those values. But no, one restriction is there, one condition is given. You take all those values, there are many values which are less than 1.6, many values, but out of those values you have to take only the values which are there in this set. For example, the first number which is less than 1.6 is, less than 1.6 is 1, isn't it? See, let me do 1.66 something, 1.666 something. Alright, now before this you have 1, before this you have 0, like that, and after this you can write down 2, 3, etc. So you have to take all those values of x which are less than 1.6. Alright, so the immediate number which is less than 1.6 is 1. Alright, if you say 1.5, but we don't have 1.5, you have to take all those values of x which satisfy, the condition is satisfied, and at the same time those values of x should be there in this set. That is why we call this a replacement set. A replacement set is a set from which the values of x are taken, the values of x are chosen. Alright, so here if you see, your condition is x is less, or let me take one another example, then I'll come to this. Suppose you have x is less than 4. X is less than 4. That means 3, 2, isn't it? X is less than 4 means 3, 2, alright? And then 3, 2, then 1, then 0, right? Like this. Fine. Then you will come minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. But minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, they are not there here in this set. Alright, so those values we will not take. We will take only those values which satisfy this condition also, and at the same time these values should be in this set also. Alright. So in our case, x is less than 1.6 means the immediate number is less than 1.6 is 1. Okay. Then before that 0. Then before that minus 1. Before that minus 2. Alright. Then minus 3. Let me write here. Minus 1. Then we have minus 2. Then we have minus 3. Then we have minus 4. Like that. All those values, all these values are less than 1.6. Do you agree with that? Yes, because we are moving on the number line, we are moving to the left of 0. All these numbers are in decreasing order. Minus 2 is less, see 1 is less than 2, 0 is less than 1, minus 1 is less than 0, minus 2 is less than minus 1, minus 3 is less than 0, like that. Okay, so the numbers which are, all these numbers are less than 1.6. 1 is less than 1.6, 0 is less than 1.6, minus 1 is less than 1.6, minus 2 is less than, minus 3 is less than, minus 4 is less than. There are many numbers. So out of these numbers, we will choose only those numbers which are there in this set. That is why we call this a replacement set. That's the definition of a replacement set. Okay, so what are the numbers here? We have 1 is here. Okay, the immediate number which is less than 1.6 is 1. That means 2 and 3 we cannot take. Okay, because in our solution 2 is not coming. 2 will be more than 1.6. We want x less than 1.6. 1.66, whatever rough value roughly I'm telling you. Alright. So we cannot take 2 because 2 will be more than this. We want all those values of x which are less than 1 2 upon 3. Alright, that means approximately 1.66. Alright. So this 1 is less than 1.6. 2 is not less than 1.6. 2 is more than 1.6. Alright. Our condition says that you have to take those values which are less than 1.6. At the same time, they should be here also. Alright. So the very first condition is only not satisfied because 2 is more than 1.6. So 2 we will reject. 3 we will reject because 3 is more than 1.6. Alright. 3 is not less than. If you write here 3 is not less than this. 3 is more than this. So we don't want that. So 2 and 3 we rejected. Now what about 1? Yes, 1 is less than 1.6. X is 1 because 1 is less than 1 2 upon 3. X is 0. Yes, 0 because 0 is less than 1 2 upon 3. Right? X is minus 1. Of course, minus 1 is less than this. Minus 2 is less than this. Minus 3 is less than this. Right? So these are the values which are not only in this set but also they satisfy this condition, they satisfy. All these values are not only less than 1 2 upon 3 but also they are in this set. That is why we call this a replacement set. A set, what is replacement set? A set from which all the values of the variable, x is a variable. So the set from which all the values of the variable are taken. All the values. 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Till minus 3 we will take. So all the values of the variable are taken from a set. That set is called the replacement set. Got it? I hope it is very, very clear. So in our case, the solution set will be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. They all are here. We are not taking 2 and 3 because 2 is not less than 1 2 upon 3 and 3 is also not less than 1 2 upon 3. Condition not satisfied, so we are rejecting those two numbers. So this is our solution set. Now the question is how to represent these values on the number line. So this is our number line, real number line. R, you may write, you may not write. Some people are confused whether they should write R or N or W. Always you have to write down R. Always, whether it is natural number, whether it is a whole number, whether it is integers, always you have to write down here R because we are representing the solution set on the real number line. Alright. So if you are confused at this point of time, okay, so don't worry, don't write, leave it. Alright. And if you are okay with it, if I am saying, so it is true, it is correct, so you can write down. R real number. Okay. Now the solution set is 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. 1. I am showing 1 with the help of a lollipop. 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. One extra number on the right side and one extra number on the left side. This also we have I mentioned in my part 1 video lecture, in that lecture. Right? This is one of the important points, that one extra number on either side is important, is a must. So this 2 is also needed. You have to write down, otherwise you lose mark. This minus 4 is also important. If you don't write down, you lose mark. Though the solution, your solution is from 1 to minus 3. From 1 to minus 3. Alright, but one extra number on either side. And this arrow is also important at both the ends. Both the arrows are important. Alright? Okay. Now, in your book, they are representing, so let me clear, otherwise you'll get confused. In your book, they are representing the solution like this. Suppose this is 1, this is 1, this is 0, this is 0. So they are representing like this, here only, on the number line only. This is 1, this is 0, this is -1, like this. Okay. Now the question is like this, -1, 0, -1, -2, -3, like that. Okay. Now the question is, sir, you are doing like this and the textbook, the book is doing like this. Both are correct. But my opinion is, if the quality of pencil is not good and if you're not putting proper dots, proper circles, and you're not you're not shading it properly, then sometimes it may not be visible properly. Whereas in this case, because you're using a lollipop, so at least it is visible that you have drawn one perpendicular line, one lollipop. So that means you are showing the solution. In this case, because you are writing examination, sometimes some of the students, they are in a hurry. They are, there is time factor also. Okay, chalo, jaldi, fatafat. Okay, let's do. All right. So then they are putting a dot, but that dot is not visible because the quality of pencil is also not good. All right. So in that case, if you compare, so this is better. Though both are correct. All right. So I would like to suggest you to do like this. All right. And don't worry, I have been examined in the ICSE board. So what I am saying is right. You need not worry. All right. So better you represent the solution set like this. This is also correct. All those things, all those restrictions are there. You have to write down one extra number on the right side, one extra number on the left side, this arrow, all those things are there. The only thing is, instead of these lollipops, you can show like this. Both are correct. Right? I like this way. Rest up to you. Okay? This is how you solve a given any question. You get the value of x, you get the values of x, alright? And then you represent on the real number line. When we say number line, that means real number line. Okay. Now, this is about the replacement set. But in most of the cases, most of the time, this replacement set is not given. You are given x belongs to n. So in that case, n is the replacement set. In some cases, you are not given this set. You are given like, see, 3x minus 1 upon 2 is less than 2. And here only, after comma, they are writing x belongs to n. X belongs to n, that means x is a natural number. So here the natural number is the, you can say, replacement set. That means you have to take all those values of x which are natural numbers. In that case, suppose the same question, if I take the same equation we solved here, now we are changing the condition. Instead of this replacement set, we are taking the condition as x belongs to n. So if x belongs to n, so what are the values of x? See, what are the values of x? We are writing less than 1.66, no? So less than 1.6 will be 1, 0, minus 1, right? Minus 1, minus 2, like that, fine? 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, all these values. But if the condition is not this, replacement set is not this, your replacement set is n. So in that case, you will have to discard all these values because they are not the natural numbers. X has to be a natural number because x belongs to n. Here x belongs to this. In this case, the replacement set is this. So all these values of x should be from here. But in this case, all the values of x should be a natural number. 0 is not a natural number. Minus 1 and minus 2, they are not natural numbers. So in that case, the solution set will be, in this case, the solution set will be only 1. Only 1. For the same question, if this condition we change, no, instead of this replacement set, if we are giving x belongs to n, then instead of this solution set, now our solution set is this 1, because 1 is the natural number, the only natural number which is less than 1.12 upon 3. The only natural number which is less than 1, 2 upon 3, that means 1.66 approximately. Less than that is 1. Right? Neither 0 nor, of course, because in between 1 and 1.6 there is no natural number. Fine. So in that case your solution set will be 1. And that you can represent, that this also you can represent on the number line. So only one and one lollipop. And one extra number 0. So this side 0, that side 2, and in between 1 and 1 lollipop. Only 1 lollipop, like this. Like this, in that case like this. This is your solution 1. One extra number here. After 1 you have 2. And here you have 0, right? This is your solution. This is your solution, and you are showing like this. You are showing like this. When we change the condition when x belongs to n, I hope things are very, very clear, right? Sometimes you may be given directly. Suppose you are given x is less than or equal to 4 and greater than or equal to 4. Alright. And it is said that again x is a natural number. X belongs to n. X is a natural number. It is said x belongs to n. Alright. So what are the values? What are the values of x? All the values of x should be either 4 or less than 4, and this is minus 4. Either minus 4 or greater than minus 4. That means the values will be minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, like that. Huh? 0, okay, let me write down 0, 1, 2, and then comma 3 and comma 4. These are the numbers, right? These are the values. But are they natural numbers? Because we want only those x, those values which are natural numbers. Right? So they all are not natural numbers. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, they are the natural numbers. So in this case, suppose any inequation is given like this. Any inequation is given like this and the condition is given. Alright, so you think what are the numbers? Rough working you can do this, and from there you can choose, you can select. Okay, this is not satisfying the condition. So minus 4 we cannot take. Minus 3 we cannot take because minus 3 is not a natural number. Minus 2 we cannot take because minus 2 is not a condition is given. X should be a natural number. X should be more than minus 4 or 4, less than 4 or 4. X should be equal to minus 4 or more than minus 4. And this side x should be 4 or less than 4. Alright. So 4 or less than 4, minus 4 or greater than minus 4. But we cannot take all these values because there is one more condition that says that all the values of x which we are going to write down, they should be natural numbers. So natural numbers are 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your solution will be, in this case your solution will be like this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is your solution. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be your solution set. When x belongs to n. Now in the same question, if the condition is given x belongs to, suppose, I, integers. Suppose the condition is given, now the condition is given, let me use another color. If the condition is given x belongs to I. Suppose the condition is given x belongs to I, the set of integers. Alright, then you will take all these values because they all are integers. So then in that case your solution set will be minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, all these values, 3, 4, because they all are integers. So this condition also you have to see. Either like this the condition will be given, or like this a replacement set will be given. So if the replacement set is given, then you have to take all those values of x which are here, or if like this the condition is given, then you have to see the number which you are going to take is satisfying the given condition or not. For example, In this case, x is an integer. They all are integers. So in this case, the solution set will be, of course, within the curly bracket. So you start from here, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Got it? And one last question, simple. Suppose at a W, if W is set, so W means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Alright, so please see the condition. Now suppose, now I'm asking you one question. Suppose I'm giving you x is suppose greater than -5, and x is a natural number. X is a natural number. X is a natural whole number. Suppose whole number. Write down the solution set. Write down the solution set where x, the values of x is more than -5 and x should be a whole number. So more than -5 means -4, -3, yeah, these are the values, -4, then -3, then -2, and -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. Isn't it? They all are greater than -5. -4 is greater than -5. Alright, because -5 is here, no? So the number which is coming on the right side, like -3 is more than -3 is greater than -4, -2 is greater than -3, right? So -4 is greater than -5, and you have to take all the values of x which are greater than -5. So you start from -4, then -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, because it is greater than, unlimited, and so on. Now, can we take -4? No, because -4 is not a whole number, so this we cannot take. Can we take -3? This condition is satisfied, but this condition is not satisfied. Both should be satisfied. So -3 we cannot take. -2 we cannot take. -1 we cannot take. 0 we can take, because 0 is the whole number. So in that case, the solution set will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and there are many numbers, so we put dots. So in that case, we will write down the solution like this. In this case, you will write down the solution like this. Solution set, you will write down, this is the condition, na? Okay, that is the condition. So in that case, we are writing the solution set like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, like this. And so on. They all are the values of x which satisfy this condition. X is greater than -5. Got it? Now if you have to represent this on the number line, then what you will do, you show 2, 3 numbers, like you show 0, 1, 2, and then you put dots like this. You put dots. That means, and so on. Right? Suppose in this case, 0 you are showing, 1 you are showing, 2 you show, and then you put 3 dots. 3 dots. That means, and so on. Because all the numbers you cannot show on this number line. Got it? But I don't think this type of question is going to come. You will be asked to plot such a question where the solution set is coming like this. Even then, if it is coming, it's not difficult. The only thing is you show 2, 3 numbers. How many? That is up to you, not less than 2. 3 numbers you show, 0 here show, 1 here show, 2 here show, and then after 2, write down 3 or 4, but don't make lollipops. Put 3, 4 dots, and then yeah, and so on. Got it? I hope things are very, very clear. So please watch part 1 also. And one more, the last thing, sometimes you are given question like this. Question like this, for example, see, x is less than x is greater than -1 and less than or equal to 4, right? Like this. 2 inequality. So what we do, we split it. This we write together, and then this we write together. So first we write -1 is less than x, and then we write x is less than or equal to 4. first two together and then first and second and then second and third. Now there are two inequations and you know how to simplify, how to solve it. Already it is solved, only you have to write down directly the values. You have to see what the condition is. Is it x belongs to I or n? So accordingly you write down the values. Suppose x is n. Suppose x is n. Alright. Suppose x is n. So what will you write down then in that case? Less than or equal to 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop there because 0 is not a natural number and there is no question of negative numbers. So in this case, this side solution will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this side, it is greater than -1. That means not 0. Greater than -1 means the smallest natural number is 1. No, so you will start from 1. So 1, 2, 3 and so on like that. Alright. I've taken a random example. The question that you will be given, there you will get a very comfortable solution where easily you can find out what are the values of x and then you can see the replacement set and accordingly you can write down the solution set. Okay, fine. So you read the question. If they are asking you to represent on the number line, then only you represent the solution set on the number line. And if they are telling you to write down only the solution set, that means you have to write down till here the solution set. Alright. For this type of representation, the question will say that solve the inequation and represent the solution set on the number line. Then only you represent. If only solve, get the values of x, then you write down the values of x. You simplify it till here like this and then see the replacement set is like this or like n, I, z, etc. I is set of integers, z is also set of integers, right? Fine. I hope things are very, very clear. Okay then. Thank you so much. Thanks.